Hey guys, Moose here. We are back with some more Stonehearth in our Rayya's Children playthrough. Not entirely sure what I'm going to be focusing on today. We've figured out we have all the workshops we need last time, so don't really know what I'm going to do there. Maybe we take a look at our quarry. Get some more digging going here. And that should be 2 more here, and I think 1 more here. It's about even. Sorry about that loud noise there. I really got to get this chair fixed, but they want me to send the whole damn chair back, and I'm like, well, I don't have any of the packaging. It's like a big chair, pain in the dick to send it back. Like, I'd kind of rather just take it apart and fix it myself if I could figure out how. So I'll have to figure that out. But if you hear a loud kind of banging noise in the background, that's what it is. It's like when I shift my weight at all on the chair, it makes like a noise like that, basically. So probably replace it before its real expected lifetime should be up, but hopefully I can get it fixed up at some point. Just where's the time? You know what? Maybe I'll look at it. I'm taking some PTO the next week here, so maybe I'll take a look at it next week. See what I can do about it. And for the record, this is relevant because, you know, I'm a YouTuber and it's, oh, DX Racer, they're all big in this kind of part of the world. And it is a DX Racer chair, and the only real reason I went for them is because it's like, well, okay, I mean, they're well known, a lot of that's just advertising, but I figured their product has to be at least sort of okay. They're, you know, they're moving enough product that the quality level has to be high enough up that it's workable. So I may have been mistaken, given that I'm having these issues. Hopefully I'm not. But it's a comfortable chair. It's better than the bullshit that I had to deal with before. Because the thing, office chairs are expensive. If you never had to buy an office chair, they're actually kind of expensive. Like, even a shitty one from Office Depot or something is still like $100. So I figure if I can go 300, which isn't... Like, once you're in that range, going to 300 is not that much more. In my opinion, at least. Which, granted, is colored by the fact that I live in California. It's kind of different, like, pricing of things is a little bit different here. Where kind of across the board, other than food, you're looking at everything being a bit more expensive. So, yeah, it's a little weird. Your mileage may vary on your experience being similar to mine, but, it just seemed totally reasonable to say, alright, well, screw it, I'm just gonna say go for the more expensive option. It's gonna last longer and be more comfortable. It's not gonna fuck up, like, the problem I had with my last chair is the armrests, the padding kind of wore down and there was bolts, basically, that I could feel under my elbow. And it actually got to the point where I was kind of constantly in pain. Like, my elbows were always really sensitive and like, really hurting. And I couldn't keep doing that. So I had to get rid of that chair, get a new one. And yeah, I don't regret it. Not a fan of the noise this one makes, like I said, and I'll have to fix it, but it's better than having my elbows hurting like hell. I'll say that much for sure. And we're gonna get wheat, hopefully. Yeah, we're getting watermelon. Right? No, these are the watermelons, okay. They're not there yet, but we got plenty of time. What is this? Acacia tree. Okay, we don't need this many saplings, I don't think. So, let's, come on, I'm clicking. There we go. I already have wheat. Why am I not growing wheat? Alright, well, we'll fix that. But yeah, there's a few office things, or like desk things, that I tend to go through relatively quickly. That I maybe shouldn't, but just I do anyway. Mice I go through real quick. I feel like keyboards I've also bought more than I should. But for mice I go, like, what is this? It's Logitech, right? I like trackballs, so it's a Logitech M570. I've been using effectively that model of mouse for like, feels like 2 decades. long time, and they used it, you know, this is like a, you know, the third or fourth iteration of it. It's not the first model of this type of mice, but the form factor's been pretty much identical for a long time. Very long time now. So I've been using these pretty much forever. I know trackballs are not the most popular, but I like them. They're comfortable for me. I already kind of feel pain in my hands. I'm gonna get arthritis at some point, so I kind of just want to mitigate that as much as I can, and for me, I feel like trackballs do that, so that's what I go with. Personal opinion. I use a normal mouse at work, though, which is like a... I'd be using trackball... God, another how many invaders? Holy shit. Just non-stop. Thief, thief, Veronis, thief. And then this. Too many. Alright. So we like 2 or 3 pets died, but whatever. Apparently we're not penalized for that, so life goes on. But yeah, I picked up a. I'd been using trackballs for so long. I wanted to give a normal mouse a shot, so I picked up a Corsair. I'm pretty loyal to electronics brands, so Corsair has done right by me with all the like serious shit that I bought from them, like things like power supplies. So I was, you know, like, oh, you guys make, oh, and my keyboards are Corsair as well, so there's that. But like, wait. I just want to use this. All their other stuff's been good, so I saw they had mice, and I figured, alright, give that a shot. No reason not to. Might as well see what they're about and see if I like them. And I was thinking, alright, well that'll be my shot at saying, alright, maybe it's time to go for a mouse rather than a trackball, like a traditional mouse. And I tried it. It's okay. Like, I tried using it for FPSs a little bit and see maybe I do a little bit better with it, but no, not really. It's just different. It's not really better or worse for me. I feel like I'm a little quicker with the trackball because I'm used to it. Like, the physical motion of moving a mouse around isn't very comfortable for me at this point because I'm not really used to it anymore. I don't have it, like, down to a science, so to speak. So it doesn't quite work out as well for me. But I'm sure if I used it more, I'd get used to it, and that would be that, and it'd just be fine from that point on. But for keyboard, I don't know, I've gone through them faster than I expect. Even the one I have right now, there's a couple it's backlit, and a couple of the lights are out, excuse me. And, I don't know, I'm not really happy about that, but it's totally functional, and they're not like meaningful lights, it's just they're lights on the macro keys, which I don't even use anyway because they don't work the way that I want them to. I would like them to just basically be extra keys, but it's like a macro system that's internal to the keyboard, so if you don't go through their program or something, it doesn't work right. It's really stupid. I really don't like it. I would much prefer if they were just additional buttons that were the computer recognized and you could bind whatever the hell you wanted to them. Then they'd be fantastic and I'd love it. But as it stands, it's kind of pointless. It's just extra real estate on the keyboard that's kind of useless to me. I know I could bind it to like control whatever and it would work then, but I'm not a fan. I might do that for 14 or something. Get it working with the it's meant for MMOs, I think. That's how they market it, so perhaps that's how I should be using it. Let's keep digging. Always want more ore. Get another one out here just to even it up. I don't really want anything, but I'll consider selling some stuff like that. And that. And like a good number. Yeah, it's just still 10. I don't really need more, so 3 is fine. Sell a bunch of trees. Since they're valuable, but we really don't need them. Should be fine. But yeah, I use a Corsair keyboard, like I said. I have no idea what model it is. I think the last one I had was like K20 or something. But I've since upgraded. I like the last one more, because the last one was like silver metal. This one's all black. It's kind of boring aesthetically. And it's also like really fucking obvious when it's dirty. When, you know, keyboards are always dirty, even if you clean them. It's a pain in the dick to keep them clean. You kind of almost can't. So, I wish it was a little less. And also the other thing is the last one, the lights on it were blue. This one's white. And I kind of like silver and blue is very, very much preferable to black and white. In my opinion, it's much more interesting, much nicer. Let's get another building here. Let's pause real quick, because I'm thinking if we actually get this going quick enough, we might get someone today. Or was it barracks? Barracks. Okay. Is that actually right? I guess it is right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Start building, and then in addition, let's fix the road here. Okay, let them go. They'll work on it. Alright, good. So it just added it to it. It didn't make me reconfirm that I wanted to build that. That's nice. Yeah, you never know. It might up our net worth enough. It's going bit by bit. Yeah, we're not there. We'll get there tomorrow for sure with this building. We're just not there right now. But yeah, like, probably... Man, there's a lot of money that I spend on basically computer-related stuff that's not actually computer stuff. Headphones, I've gotten a few. I had a nice pair of Sennheiser HD Pro or something like that. I still have those and I like them a lot, but they're a little bit too tight on my ears. I really like circumaural headphones. I feel like my ears wind up hurting a lot when I wear your typical pair of headphones, so I try to kind of pick out very specific things in what I'm purchasing, and hopefully they won't hurt my ears too much. And the Sennheiser ones were really good for a long time, but eventually they weren't ideal, and I went for another option. Went for some, oddly enough, Corsair, I think? Let me check. Oh no, these ones are Sennheiser again. Crap, how did I forget that? I had some Corsair wireless ones for a while, but the wireless headphones suck. I don't, like, it's a cool idea, and I wish it worked better, but it's not very good. The audio quality is not the greatest, and they have there were some issues with it being just functioning, and like if I had my cell phone near it, it would get all weird with the voice. I don't know, like when I was on Discord with people, they were definitely noticing audio issues relative to the setup I have now, or even the Sennheiser headset I have now, which is some, let's see what it is. PC363D. Sure, they're pretty nice. I'm happy with them. They're circumaural to a degree that I'm very comfortable with. They go, all the pressures on the area around my head, or around my ears, which is very comfortable. Another problem I have is I have glasses, and like, I went for some thicker than usual ones. I'm used to really thin ones that are basically just wireframe and not very attractive, which is why I went away from them, but the thicker ones hurt. Like, there's no getting around it. It's just physically painful to have something like this on your head constantly. It's either constantly falling off or like in kind of a perpetual state of like minor pain, which is exacerbate. Yeah. Let's try it again. Exasperated? That doesn't sound right. I know the word. Exasperate. Fuck, you get what I mean. Made worse. Exacerbated, I think. I don't know why I can't pronounce it right now. I could probably spell it, no problem. E-X-C-E-R-B something? B-A-T-E? I think that's right? No, I don't know. If I typed it out, I could probably get it right easily. For me, spelling's a lot easier visually than it is like in my head. But anyway, point is, it's worse with glasses, especially when you put headphones on, because then now the headphones are pushing on the glasses or pushing on your head. So it's a little like putting a little wedge in there to push on your face, and it's just not comfortable. But headphones are a necessary part of life for a lot of things, so no real getting around it. Earbuds aren't great either, but I use them at work because you kind of have to go low-key at work. Otherwise, people are going to be like, what are you doing bringing in these headphones like you're using them all the time? You need to, you know, communicate with your coworkers. Even though that's total bullshit and I don't need to communicate with my coworkers, they still, you know, want that to happen. So, whatever. No big deal. Anyway, sorry about all the tangents and stuff. It's been on my mind a lot, like I said. I talked about it in the last couple episodes. Black Friday is coming up. Lots of planned purchases, lots of things I'm considering upgrading or replacing. Yep, called it. We get another person. Only just barely, though. We had 85 over the limit. Don't ask how I saw it while hitting the button so quickly. Of course, I say that, but now if I'm wrong and it's not actually the 85 that I called, I'm going to look like a dumbass. Which is probably what happened, so sorry if I got it wrong. Let's keep digging. Really need more iron. I'm worried about iron. We don't get very much, and I want more. Keep getting cactus fruit. Pear cactus. Do normal pears grow on trees, right? They don't grow on cacti. Yeah, there's no way. Okay. I'm not crazy, I promise. It's just the kind of thing I wonder about. Because I've never actually seen a pear tree. But I always just kind of assumed that they grow on trees. They gotta grow on trees, right? I'd be very surprised if a cactus had fruit that big and juicy. But I guess, you know, the world's a big place. There's lots of stuff. I'm sure there's some stuff that's like a pear that grows on cactuses or cacti, but mostly the ones that you would find at a grocery store probably grow on trees. Actually, I can almost guarantee that's the case because they've kind of crossed pears and apples a bit, which makes me think they have to be at least somewhat similar. So, yeah, gotta be both on trees, I think. It'd be weird if you had like apples growing on a cactus. That'd be very strange. Trading caravan? I don't think you're gonna have anything I give a shit about, but I might want to sell something. Kind of leaning towards no, though, from what I can see here. Unless we want to sell some wood because we're kind of getting overstocked. No, we're really not. We're actually kind of short on wood. Oh shit, 785 stone. Yeah, let's get rid of a ton of that. Get this down to like 200, that would be ideal. Because it's not really that having that much stone is a bad thing, it's just that's probably taking up storage space that we really don't need to be spending on stone. So, save that space for wood, or food even better. But basically something that's not stone. Because stone is great, but that's not, we're going to get more stone than we need. Inevitably by virtue of the fact that we're basically just digging out a massive hole for ore. But most of the time you're only going to get stone, so... Anyway, you get the idea. Is there anything else we really feel like building right now? There's no real compelling reason to build anything. Let's see if we need to level up our carpenter so that we can make recurve bows. We do. We need a lot of levels. Okay, they got this covered. I'm not worried about that. When they attack from the right direction, there's no problem. It's just when they get in behind us, it's kind of problematic. Okay, comfy chairs would be kind of nice to have, I guess. So you're gonna make like 40 of these. I think that's a good number. We'll need a lot more cloth, but we should be well on our way to having that. Make like... why not make 75? I see no reason not to. In fact, actually, let's queue up. I think we can do 30... just barely. We should be able to do 30 after that. Yeah, we're going to be short on net worth again. That's fine. Not at all surprising. Not at all problematic. Just fact of life at the moment. Man, our blacksmith's moving quickly here. Do another 7 copper. And as much as anything, this is inventory consolidation, since it's 3 items into 1 every time we make an ingot. Even better if we go further than that and make it a, Why did I type 09? Let's try that again, shall we? Using Excel too much today. Not that I need to type 0. Well, in some circumstances I need to type at the end of another string 09, but that's not actually just 09 as a number. So I still did something strange. I have no idea what that pop-up was. That is totally fine. I don't care right now. Does Mason need to do anything? I think our Mason's fine. We don't really need to make another fire pit at the moment, so we'll leave that alone. And I think that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join us for the next one as well. Take care.